Dear students, good evening. I am Ramdas. I welcome you to my channel Maths from Basics for you. This is my video number or class number 41. In previous class, you have learned some important problems on trigonometry. So, which concludes part 3. So, what I have decided, some important problems for the examination point of view, which most likely to appear in the coming examination. So I have selected few questions based on my experience. So for that I would I would try to post it separately, I would like to post it separately, and I would like to name it as tips series. That is tips series in the sense trigonometric important problems solved. So series. So all the set of questions which are important from the examination point of view, I am putting it under a category called tips series. So dear students, I think that will help you a lot for your examinations. So get prepared for it, because I don't want to club with my other normal videos, because somewhere you may miss out. For that reason I have selected like this. So what I have decided henceforth, likewise I will try to, from each chapter, after completing some portions, some part of the problems, I'll keep separately some questions important for the examination point of view. Now how I call trigonometry important problem solved, like that you may have differentiation important problem solved. So it might be dips, something I sort of planning. It came to my mind, so I have thought about it and I have started introducing on experimental basis. So I'll start with a problem. This is more or less an important, not more or less, it's an important problem for the examination point of view, because here if you are asked to solve this, you will begin, what you will do, you will try to, most of the students what I have seen, they will try to convert this tan theta as sine by cos and cot theta cos by sine, and here cos by sine and 1 by that is 1 minus sine by cos theta, and they make a mockery out of it. So finally they try, they waste their time. So what I advise in the examination is, even if you don't get a solution for a particular problem, leave the problem then and there itself as it is, and leave some space and go ahead for the next problem. Don't waste your time in trying for the same problem in the examination. That will eat away your time. So don't do that. Don't commit that mistake. That's an error. Don't do that. So what we'll do, I'll solve these problems and show you how to tackle these problems, this sort of problems for the examination point of view. It will become very easy for you. If you can watch this carefully, you can solve this problem very comfortably. So let us start this problem without much delay. So before I start, I always remind you of my funda, learn maths right from basics. I am here to teach you maths right from basics. So dear students, let's start here. So here what you have to do is, don't try to convert this tan into sine by cos and here cos by sine and all this. So what we'll do, we'll go methodically and very neatly and very carefully. What I do, first I'll hand the right portion of the problem without touching the left. Later on I'll go for this. So see how I'll do this. So I have read this tan theta as it is, 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta by 1 minus, here is a trick, this cot on the right hand side, sorry, this tan on the right hand side, I write this as 1 by cot theta. Done? So this is a trick what you have supposed to do it. So what happens here? It will be easy for you to solve the right hand side, because everything you are bringing out in terms of cot theta, because we have to get this solution, we will do this. So what I will do, convert this, because the reciprocal of tan we know, we know that tan theta is 1 by cot theta, or cot theta equals to 1 by tan theta, because they are reciprocals, mutually reciprocals. So what you do, if you take tan, it will be 1 by cot. If you take cot, 1 by tan. So don't forget this. So I have employed that. Tan, I have made it 1 by cot. Tan equals 1 by cot. I have used that concept here. So I'll rub this. So after using this, here you write 1 below this, so that will remind you have to take LCM here. So at this point of time, you have to take LCM here. So what I'll do, this is equals to tan theta 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta. So what I'll do, I'll take here cot theta as LCM. What happens? 1 goes there, cot times, cot into 1 is cot theta minus cot goes 1 time, 1 into 1 is 1. Done? So next step. So what I'll do, I'll send this cot theta, which is in the denominator of the denominator, to the numerator. What happens? Cot goes to numerator, multiplies with this cot and becomes cot square theta. So this becomes what? Tan theta divided by 1 minus cot theta plus this cot goes to numerator and multiplies, it becomes cot square theta divided by cot theta minus 1. Got it? So having done so much, what I'll do, look at this. We have tan theta by 1 minus cot theta plus cot square theta by cot theta minus 1. So the denominators are quite different. So what I would like to bring, I would like to bring this cot theta minus 1 in the same form, 1 minus cot theta. To do that, what I'll do, I'll change the sign of this, plus becomes minus. So what happens? 1 minus cot theta. Can you write like that? So this can further be simplified. What is that? That is equals to what happens? On the left hand side we have tan theta divided by 1 minus cot theta, 1 minus cot theta. So now what I will do, here I have cot theta minus 1. So I want to bring it in the same form, that is 1 minus cot theta. To do that, I will change the sign of this. So instead of plus, I will put minus sign and write here cot square theta by 1 minus cot theta, because I have changed the sign here. So this becomes 1 minus cot theta. Done. So both the denominators are same. Done. So next step, what I do, after coming to this stage, I stop at this portion and I'll try to bring. See, observe here keenly. You have all the terms in terms of cot. Here 1 minus cot, 1 minus cot, here cot square. But here we have tan theta. So try to convert this also in terms of cot. How? Tan is nothing but 1 by cot, right? So what happens here? That becomes 1 by cot theta minus, that is cot square theta by 1. So divided by 1 minus cot theta divided by 1 minus cot theta. Now at this point of time, now we have cot theta here, so I would like to take LCM for the denominator. So what I'll do, taking LCM, what happens here? That is, and write little below. So in the numerator, I'll write cot theta. Cot goes there one time, one time, minus 1 goes there cot times, cot into cot square becomes cot cube theta, that is cot cube theta. Cot cube theta divided by now look at the base. In the denominator we have 1 minus cot theta, we have 1 minus cot theta. So I take care 1 minus cot theta. So I put this within brackets so that you should not get confused. So I'll rub this. So this step is very important. Don't forget this step. Okay, now what has happened here? We have got this cot theta, denominator cot theta. I'll try to bring it to the denominator. What I'll do? I'll bring it to the denominator. This error is not correct. I'll bring the denominator. So what happens here? So that is equals to 1 minus cot cube theta divided by cot theta into 1 minus cot theta. 1 minus cot theta. Now if you keenly observe here, we don't have the value of cot cube theta, we don't know. So what I'll do, I'll convert this is nothing but in the numerator we have 1 minus cot cube theta. So what I'll do, I'll make it as 1 cube. 1 cube is nothing but 1. So now this is the form a cube minus b cube, right? So this is the form. I'll rub this. Okay, I'll rub this. Watch this numerator, it is a cube minus b cube. I'll write this equation to the numerator of equation 2 is of the form what? A cube minus b cube, correct? Which is nothing but what? What is the solution for this? That is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Here a equals to 1 and b equals to cot theta. So this is nothing but 1 minus cot theta. So A minus B, that is A minus B is nothing but A is 1, B is cot theta. So I have written 1 minus, that is I have used this A minus B is 1 minus cot theta into A square. A square is 1 square plus AB. AB is what? 1 into, I did not have to write 1 into all this, but anyway I don't want you to get confused. For that reason I have written this cot theta plus B square, that is cot square theta plus cos square theta divided by, I'll rub this, cot theta minus 1, cot theta into 1 minus cot theta, 1 minus cot theta denominator. So what happens here? We have 1 minus cot theta, 1 minus cot theta, I cancel this, done, and I'll rub this. So what happens here? This becomes 1 square is 1 plus cot theta plus cos square theta divided by cot theta. And of this, so I'll arrange this equation. I call this as equation 3. We get what? I'll rub this too. I'll club this 1 plus cot square theta, that is 1 plus cot square theta plus cot theta divided by cot theta. Now I'll use this separately. What is 1 plus cot theta square? We know that cosecant square theta equals to 1 plus cot square theta, right? So this becomes cosecant square theta. I'll rub this too. So this becomes cosecant square theta plus cot theta by cot theta. Done. So I'll split this now because we have A plus B by C. Can I write like this? This is nothing but A by C plus B by C. If you take LCM, again it becomes CLCM is again you get A plus B. So likewise, I'll split this. What happens here? Can I write this as cosecant square theta by cot theta plus cot theta by cot theta? Yes sir, right, why not? Cot theta by cot theta is 1. So cosecant square theta divided by, I write a cot theta, I will write cos theta by sin theta. Can I write cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta plus cot theta, and this becomes 1 so this is equals to what? So what is cosecant square theta? We know that cosecant theta equals to 1 by sin theta because they are reciprocals. Or if you square both sides, cosecant square theta equals to 1 by sin square theta. So this cosecant square theta I write as 1 by sin square theta. So this becomes 1 by, that is sin square theta into cos theta by sin theta plus 1. So here sin theta, one sin goes, one sin cancels, isn't it? So what happens to this? So you are left with what? One by sin theta into 1 by cos theta plus 1, correct? What is 1 by sin? We know that 1 by sin is nothing but cosecant theta. I will write here. So 1 by sin is nothing but cosecant theta because they are reciprocal. So this becomes cosecant theta, that is, and 1 by cos is secant theta into secant theta. Yeah, plus 1 plus 1. What he wants? He wants secant theta into cosecant theta plus 1. So I will rearrange this. That's all, simple. That is what we want in terms of that secant theta into cosecant theta plus 1. So left hand side, we have taken left hand side. What we have solved is nothing but left hand side. Here I would like to emphasize one thing. Please note that when you start a problem, always start from left hand side of the equation. So don't start with this right hand side because it will be very tedious, cumbersome, difficult, misleading. But here this is a procedure, always start with left hand side and try to prove this. There will be some cases, some exceptional cases where you have to start from right hand side. That is very exception, very rare or rarest. So now we will do this. So what happens here? Left hand side. So now we have two ways of writing. Repeat the problem. Therefore, you can say I write both the cases. Therefore, tan theta by 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta by 1 minus tan theta equals to secant theta into cosecant theta plus 1. This is one way of writing, or you can write left hand side equals to right hand side. Alright. So dear students, so one of the finest problems in trigonometry and very tricky. So I have taught you how to solve this very easily with very simple method. So likewise I will be solving more problems for you which is pertaining to your examination point of view. So try to concentrate and focus more on this and try to do this problem again and again. Who knows, you may get this in examination. These are all probable questions for your examination. That much I can assure you. So likewise I have few problems like this. I will try to make separate individual videos for each problem. I don't know, it might be 4 or 5 problems. So that is nothing but very special problems in a special category. That's why I have named it as tips series. So dear students, we have the next problem. Sine to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x equals to 1 minus 2 sine square x into cos square x. We have to prove that. So how will you go about it? So आपके पास students आपके पास क्या है? Prove that sine to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x is equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. बहुत आसान सा प्रॉब्लम है, सिंपल 2 स्टेप से आंसर निकल जाएगा. तो कोशिश करें. चलिए, तो हम क्या करेंगे इसको? Can I write this as sin square x the whole square plus cos square x the whole square. So this is the form what? A square plus B square. तो हमको इसके अंदर कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं मिलेगा, तो एक काम कर सकते हैं हम. अगर मैं इसको प्लस 2ab मिलाऊं और उसके साथ माइनस 2ab मिलाऊं तो क्या हो गया? ये तो हमारा जो भी है वो मिल गया. दैट इज हियर व्हाट इज दिस? हियर a equals to sin square x and b equals to cos square x. So ये बन गया a square plus b square. So what I do that and minus 2ab plus 2ab minus 2ab. So the value if you cancel this will get a square plus b. So add and minus. So I am adding 2ab is plus 2ab minus 2ab. So what is this? Now that is a square plus b square plus 2ab is nothing minus, can write like this, 2ab. So what I have done? I have clubbed this a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 2ab. The value remains same. But what is a square plus b square plus 2ab? Is nothing plus a square plus b square. That is a plus b the whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab is nothing but a plus b the whole square. So this becomes a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Can write like this? Yes, why not sir? लिखिए. तो क्या हो गया? This is the form a square plus b square. So इसके लिए मैं कहूँगा I call this as equation 1. Equation 1. So what I'll do? Equation 1 becomes what? That is a square. What is a square? Sin square the whole square plus cos square x the whole square plus 2ab. 2 into a is sin square x into cos square x. This is our a plus b. Since I have added plus 2ab, I have to subtract minus 2ab. So what I will do? Minus 2 into a is what? Our sin square x into cos square x. Correct? So what is this? A square plus b square plus 2ab. So this is nothing but sin square x plus cos square x the whole square minus 2 into sin square x into cos square x. I write here, since a plus b the whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. I have added that. So, and here this is minus 2ab. Minus 2ab. In a nutshell, if this cancels, we are left with a square plus b square, which is nothing but a square plus b square. Done. So, done. Now, we have sin square theta plus cos square theta is what? 1. So, we have sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So this is nothing but our 1. So this becomes what? 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. What he wants? This is our left hand side and this is our right hand side. So left hand side, therefore I have proved this sin to the power of 4x into cos to the power of 4, sin to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. I got it. 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. Hence proved. So hence proved. So if you want one step, you can write therefore sin to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x, or you can write LHS equals to RHS. Either you write this or write this, but I prefer you to write this. बच्चों समझ में आ गया? बहुत आसान सा प्रॉब्लम है, आंख मूझ कर सकते हो, आंख पीछे लेकर खेल सकते हो इसके साथ. बहुत आसान सा है प्रॉब्लम, तकलीफ कुछ भी नहीं है. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड अप्लाई करो, फार्मूला अप्लाई करो, और विदाउट फार्मूला, विदाउट आप फार्मूला नहीं याद करोगे तो कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे, इसलिए फार्मूला इज मस्ट. ओके, वीडियो नंबर 1 पे डाला है मैंने फार्मूला, पूरे फार्मूलास जो आपके लिए मदद आएगा उसको प्रैक्टिस कर लो. सो विल गो फॉर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. So dear students, prove that sin to the power of 6x plus cos to the power of 6x equals to 1 minus 3 sin square x into cos square x. It is more or less similar to the previous problem. जो कुछ हमने पहला प्रॉब्लम में किया था उसी तरह का है, इतना है कि 4 की जगह 6 है यहाँ पर. सो इस प्रॉब्लम को आसानी से कर सकते हो. सेम प्रोसीजर बट थोड़ा सा चेंज होगा. देख लेंगे कैसा करना है, तो चलो करेंगे. सो कैन राइट लाइक दिस, दैट इज sin square x to the power of 3 plus cos square x to the power of 3. ये क्या हो गया? a cube plus b cube. So here a equals to sin square x, b equals to cos square x, and I'll write here, and a cube plus b cube equals to what? A plus b into a square plus b minus ab. ये रहा फॉर्मूला. a cube plus b cube का फॉर्मूला a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. So ये शुरू करेंगे. So what I'll do, इसको क्या करेंगे? This is a is what? Sin square x. Sin square x plus cos square x, that is our a plus b. This is our a plus b. Okay, into I'll use a floor bracket. A square is nothing but, I'll rub this, that is sin square x the whole square plus b square. B square is nothing but, I'll rub this, b square is nothing but cos square x the whole square minus ab. Minus ab is what? Sin square x into cos square x, and close the bracket. Okay, now so sin square x plus cos square is nothing but 1, so this becomes 1 into, so this becomes sin to the power of 4x. ये क्या हो गया? sin square x plus cos square x एक बन गया, because we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So तो ये एक बन गया. So this becomes sin square whole to the power of 2, that becomes x plus cos 4 to the power of x minus sin square x into cos square x. Done. So हमने प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में किया है sin to the power of 4x into cos to the power of x, उसको उसी तरह करना है. तो हम क्या करेंगे? इसको सेपरेट लेंगे. We'll take this separately. Okay, what we'll do now, I call this as equation 1. So इधर equation 1 लिख देता हूँ, that is sin to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x minus sin square x into cos square x. This is our equation 1. अगर मिट भी गए तो उससे ले लेंगे. So now sin 4x plus cos 4x. ओके, तो इसको क्या करेंगे? Yes, this can be written as what? This is sin square x the whole square plus cos square x the whole square. So this is nothing but our a square plus b square. So what I will do, इधर क्या करेंगे, a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर के लिए मैं एक 2ab डाल दूंगा प्लस 2ab मिलाऊंगा और बैलेंस करने के लिए माइनस 2ab डालूंगा. So what I have done, a square plus b square as it is plus 2ab to balance it. So if you cancel again plus 2ab and minus 2ab hardly matters. फिर भी मैं plus 2ab डालूंगा minus 2ab. So इसके बाद क्या करूंगा, मैं इसको सेपरेट बनाऊंगा इसको. तो क्या होगा, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Can I write this as a plus b the whole square? So इसको मिटा दूं? हाँ मिटा दो सर, ये भी मिटा दो सर. तो ये क्या बन गया, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 2ab. इसको भी मिटा दूं. तो a square plus b square क्या होगा, I write this as a plus b the whole square, because a square plus b square plus 2ab is nothing but a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. I call this as equation 2. So what I'll do, इस इक्वेशन को इक्वेशन में डाल दूंगा. सो substituting equation 2 in equation 1, we get what? So I'll rub this. That is, I'll substitute this. That is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab minus sin square x into cos square x. I'll rub this. इसको मिटा दूं. So I call this equation 3. Now equation 3 takes the form what? What is A? A is nothing but sin square x. A is, that is, A is sin square x plus cos square x the whole square minus 2. What is A? Sin square x into cos square x, and this is minus, again minus sin square x into cos square x. I'll rub this, ये मिटा दूं. We know that sin square x plus cos square x is nothing but 1 to the power of 2, that is nothing but, this becomes 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x minus 1 sin square x. If you add this, it becomes 3 sin square x into cos square x इसको क्या चाहिए, 1 माइनस 3 साइन स्क्वायर एक्स इंटू कॉस स्क्वायर एक्स आ गया। बहुत आसान सा, क्यों नहीं सर, आप जो कर रहे हो तो आसान होगा ही। तो इसको मिटाओ, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में क्या है, दैट इज साइन टू द पावर ऑफ, इधर थोड़ा ऊपर लिखो, तो ऊपर क्या है, साइन टू द पावर ऑफ 6x प्लस cos to the power 6x equals to, again this is our LHS and this is our RHS. So इसे मिटा दूं, therefore you can write sin to the power of 6x plus cos to the power of 6x equals to 1 minus 3 into sin square x into cos square x, or you can also write LHS equals to RHS. So ये प्रॉब्लम बन गया। मैं जो कुछ प्रॉब्लम कर रहा हूँ ये प्रॉब्लम आपके लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के लिए। इसको अच्छी तरह से याद करो, प्रैक्टिस करो, प्रयास करो और सीख लो, तो क्या हो जाएगा, ये प्रॉब्लम के दिमाग में बैठेगा, आपके सहन में बैठेगा, तो आप अच्छी तरह से याद कर लो। 6 मार्क्स के 6 मार्क्स स्कोर करना है आपको। इन जो भी प्रॉब्लम पार्ट इसमें का एक्सक्लूसिव वीडियो में जो भी कराऊं, ये प्रॉब्लम तो जरूर बैठेगा, आप इसको प्रैक्टिस कर लो। और जो कुछ मैंने सेलेक्ट करके बनाया है, पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2, पार्ट 3 एंड दिस, डेफिनेटली यू कैन पॉकेट 6 मार्क्स। इसके लिए ध्यान से पढ़िए, हो सके तो अपने दोस्तों के लिए भी प्रचार करो, शेयर करो, उनको भी ये मदद होगा। सो आप कर भला तो होगा भला। दोस्तों, सॉरी, ओके, आप दोस्तों बन गए। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, प्लीज लाइक टू शेयर दिस, सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल। आई ऑलवेज रिमाइंड you to share, like and subscribe to my channel. We'll go for the next problem. Yes. So dear students, we have a problem here. Prove that secant to the power of 6x minus tan to the power of 6x equals to 1 plus tan square x into secant square x. This is an important problem. बहुत एग्ज़ाम के लिए, बहुत परीक्षा के लिए बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि ये प्रॉब्लम करना उतना आसान नहीं है, थोड़ा ट्रिक ही है, मगर आसान तो मुश्किल नामुमकिन तो नहीं, कर सकते हो, मगर आपको कुछ ट्रिक्स यूज़ करना पड़ेगा ट्रिग्नोमेट्री का। अगर ये प्रॉब्लम अपने आप कर दोगे तो इसका मतलब है कि आप माहिर हो, एक्सपर्ट हो। इसलिए जो आदमी नहीं कर सकता वो कोशिश करें, वरना मैं इधर इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने वाला हूँ। तो इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे करते हैं आप देख लीजिए। इट्स एन इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। लेट्स फोकस आवर अटेंशन on this problem and try to do these problems. See what has happened here. Most of them, the moment this is secant to the power of 6x and minus tan to the power of 6x, the moment they get this, they either ignore this problem because they'll have multiple choices, so they avoid this problem and they'll go for next problem. But I don't want you to do that, because this problem is very simple and very easy, provided you know the tricks. So let's start without any further delay. So dear students, what I'll do is, so dear students, we'll start this afresh. So we have to prove, please focus your attention on the board, because very important problems from the examination point of view. So who knows, this might come for your next exams. So what happens here? Prove that secant to the power of 6x minus tan to the power of 6x equals to 1 plus 3 tan square x into secant square x. So बहुत आसान सा प्रॉब्लम है, मगर ट्रिकी है, आपको दिमाग का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा, वरना आप ढूंढते रह जाओगे आंसर के लिए। So कोशिश करेंगे इस प्रॉब्लम करने का, आप भी कोशिश कीजिए। तो हम तो कोशिश नहीं, हम तो सचमुच प्रॉब्लम करेंगे मगर आपके लिए ढूंढोगे. So let's try this problem. Let's work this problem. So what I'll do, I'll write this as secant square x to the power of 3 minus tan square x to the power of 3. That is, if you multiply, you will get that a to the power of m into n is m to the power of m into n. That is 2 into 3 becomes 6 again. So I have split this tan to the power of 6 into secant square x to the whole to the power of 3 minus tan square to the whole to the power of 3. So this is the form what? This is the form. This is nothing but what? This is the form a cube minus b cube, which is nothing but, and formula is nothing but what? A minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. B square. Okay, here a equals to secant square x and b and small b. B equals to tan square x. So let's use that formula to solve this. So a minus b, what is that? That is secant, a is secant square x, that is secant square x minus b, b is tan square x into, I'll use a flower bracket. So what happens here? A square, that is secant square x the whole square plus ab, that is secant square into, secant square x into tan square x plus b square, that is tan square x whole to the power of 2, and it closes bracket. So what happens here? So we know that secant square x minus tan square x is nothing but 1, because I had proved this earlier. That is, if you take Pythagoras theorem and divide throughout by ab square, we get this formula. Doing this. So we know that 1 plus tan square x equals to secant square x. Done. So if I send this tan square theta to the right hand side, what happens? On the left hand side we get this, that is secant square x minus tan square x, right? And what is this? This is nothing but 1, right? I'll substitute the value of this as 1 into, this becomes secant square to the power of secant square x whole to the power of 2 becomes secant square to the power of secant to the power of 4 x. I'll rub this now. Plus secant square x into tan square x plus tan square x to the power of 2, that becomes tan to the power of 4 x. Done. So if I multiply with 1, I will get the same value. Now that is equals to, I will remove the brackets, secant to the power of 4x plus secant square into tan square x tan square x plus tan to the power of 4x. I rub this. So what I'll do, I'll try to bring it, secant square is what? We know that secant x equals to 1 by cos x. So we have secant to the power of 4x equals, therefore secant to the power of 4x will be 1 by cos to the power of 4x. So I'll bring it in terms of cos. So this becomes what? I can write this as 1 by cos to the power of 4x plus secant square becomes 1 by cos square x. I want to bring everything in terms of cos, that's what I am trying to do. So tan square becomes, so I am trying to bring everything in terms of cos, so tan becomes what? Into sin square x by cos square x, because tan is sin by cos plus this becomes what? Sin to the power of 4x by cos to the power of 4x. I wrote this. We have 1 by cos to the power of 4x. Here also we have 1 by sin to the power of 4x by cos to the power of 4x. But here we have 1 by cos square x and here sin square by cos square. I will multiply this two. What happens? This becomes what? 1 by cos to the power of 4x plus sin square x. Cos square into cos square becomes cos to the power of 4x plus sin to the power of 4x by cos to the power of 4x. Now we don't know what is cos to the power of 4x. What I'll do, can I write this? That is, can I write this as sin to the power of 4x equals to sin square x the whole square. Yes, that if you multiply this again you get this. So I'll substitute sin square to the power of 4x as sin square x whole to the power of 2 is my next step. So before that, what I'll do is cos to the power 4x is common, cos to the power 4x is common. So I'll take LCM or I'll merge it. So what happens here? That is equals to, I'll write cos to the power of 4x at the bottom. So one time this becomes 1 plus this becomes also 1 time plus, so sin to the power of x the whole square. So I'll try to bring it to the center. This is cos to the power 4x. So now what I will do, अब क्या करूँगा? We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, or sin square theta will be 1 minus cos square theta. So I will substitute the sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta. So this equals to what? 1 plus sine square x plus 1 minus cos square x the whole square divided by cos to the power of 4x. I love this. That equals 1 plus 1 plus sine square x plus this is a minus b the whole square. So we know that a minus b the whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? This is your a and this is your b, right? So a will be 1 square. 1 square is nothing but 1 itself minus 2 cos square 1 minus 2ab. 2 into ab. B is 1. I will neglect that. Plus b square. So I'll rub this. So b square cos square the whole square, that becomes cos to the power of 4x divided by cos to the power of 4x. Here you have 1, here you have 1, so this becomes what? That is 2 plus, okay, I'll leave it as that, I'll add like this, okay, 2 plus sine square x minus 2 into, in this, what will be cos square? Cos square theta 1 minus sin square theta. So this will be 2 into 1 minus sin square x plus cos to the power of 4x divided by cos to the power of 4x. I love this. इसके बाद क्या करने वाला हूँ, इनको मल्टीप्लाई करूँगा. सो मैंने क्या किया, इस कॉस स्क्वायर को 1 में साइन स्क्वायर में कन्वर्ट कर लिया. सो नेक्स्ट, बिकॉज मुझे हर कुछ कॉस में चाहिए, डिनोमिनेटर हर कुछ कॉस में चाहिए, तभी तो आपको ये मिलेगा, वरना नहीं मिलेगा. तो इसको क्या करेंगे, सॉल्व करेंगे. दैट इक्वल्स टू 2 plus sin square x minus into this becomes minus 2 minus into minus plus 2 into sin square theta 2 into sin square x plus cos to the power of 4x divided by cos to the power of 4x. So here you have plus 2 and here you have minus 2. Done. Here you have plus sin square theta, that is 1 sin square theta plus 2 sin square theta. If you add that, it will be 3 sin square theta. So I'll rub this. I'll rub this also. So sine square plus 2 sine square becomes 3 sine square. That becomes sine square plus 2 sine square, that is 3 sine square x plus cos to the power of 4x divided by cos to the power of 4x. तो हमें क्या चाहिए? What do we need? We need 1 plus 3. Already we have got 3, but we want tan. Okay, next step. So what I will, I'll simplify only. This becomes what? This becomes. So I'll rearrange this. By rearranging, this becomes cos to the power of 4x plus 3 sine square x by cos to the power of 4x. Done. I will rearrange it. So what I'll do, अब क्या करूँगा मैं? Split कर लूँगा. What is that? So we have a plus b by 2, right? So I can write this as what? A by 2 plus b by 2. Can I write like that? I have split it. So इसको क्या करूँगा? Cos to the power of 4x by cos to the power of 4x plus 3 sin square x by cos to the power of 4x. I rub this. I rub this too. So what happens to this? Cos and cos goes, you get 1 year. So that is equals to 1 plus 3 into sin square x by cos to the power of 4x. 1 भी आ गया, 3 भी आ गया, बचा क्या? We have to get tan square into secant square. वो भी लेके आ जाएंगे, वो कुछ सी बड़ी बात है. I'll write this as 1 plus 3 into sin square x divided by, so cos to the power of 4x. Can I write this as, we have cos to the power of 4x. What I'll do, can write this as cos square x into cos square x. हाँ लिख सकते हैं सर, क्यों नहीं? So what I'll do, I'll write this as cos square x into cos square x. Done. So this equals to what? 1 plus 3 by cos square x into sin square x by cos square x. Can I write like this? What I have done, I have split this, 3 के नीचे डाल दिया हूँ cos square x, and इसको, and what is sin by tan? Sorry, sin by cos is nothing but tan. So we have sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Tan theta. Supposing you have sin square and cos square, this becomes tan square theta. So this becomes 1 plus 3 by, what is 1 by cos? 1 by cos theta is nothing but secant theta, and what is cos square? 1 by cos square theta is equals to secant square theta. So this 3 cos square goes to numerator and becomes reciprocal of that is secant theta, secant square theta. This will be secant square x, and sin square by cos square is nothing but tan square x. Tan square x. What he wants? He wants 1 plus 3 tan square into secant square. We want 1 plus 3 secant square into tan square, but he wants tan in the beginning. We will rearrange it. It's very simple. So I'll rub all this. Here so this becomes what? 1 plus, I rearrange it, I bring tan square earlier, tan square x into secant square x. What he wants? 1 plus 3 tan square x into secant square x, 1 plus 3 tan square into secant square. So therefore we have proved left hand side equals to right hand side. So therefore I rub this. Therefore, what is on the left hand side? Secant to the power of 6x minus tan to the power of 6x equals to what? 1 plus 3 tan square x into secant square x. Or you can write or LHS equals to RHS. Either way you can write, both are correct, but always I prefer you to write this. Whatever is given the problem, same thing you write and prove this. So if you want to add this also, no issues, you can do that. So बहुत अच्छा प्रॉब्लम है, एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप लोग को सीखना है. So try to practice this problem without 1 or 2 attempts. You cannot be thorough with it because it takes a lot of patience and clarity of mind to solve this problem. So ये problem बहुत important है, तो कोशिश कीजिए and try to do it, and don't forget, remember this in your mind. So let's stop at this and we'll go for the next problem. So dear students, we have one more problem. Prove that tan x minus sin x divided by sin cube x equals to secant x divided by 1 plus cos x. So very tricky problem, feel very elevated to do this problem. Let's do this. So what I do, he wants in terms of secant and cos. So what you try to do, you try to bring everything in terms of sin and cos itself. So the greatest thing is convert this tan theta into sin by cos. Then the remaining it will aid you. So what happens here? This becomes tan. Tan is nothing but sin x by cos x in the numerator. So I'll catch hold of LHS, left hand side, sin x divided by sin cube x. So we'll take LCM in the numerator. So I write here itself, so to save space. So what happens here? So the numerator cos x. So this becomes sin x. Cos goes one time, 1 into cos, sin is sin x minus 1 goes cos time cos into sin, that is sin x into cos x into cos x divided by, I try to bring in center, this is cos x divided by sin cube x. So the numerator we have a common sin x. The moment you get sin x common, try to remove it common, and that sin x and this gets cancelled here. Look at this. So this equals to what? In the numerator I take sin x as common, so you get 1 minus cos x divided by cos x and this is this sin x, sin cube x. So what I'll do, I'll cancel one, I cancel this square times. So what happens to this? One minus cos x divided by cos x by sin square x. So what happens? This cos x comes to the denominator, that becomes what? 1 minus cos x divided by sin square x into cos x. So what I do, I'll multiply this by its conjugate. So now divide, I call this as equation divide and multiply, divide and multiply equation 1 by 1 plus cos x. So I rub this. So what happens here? We have equation 1 is what? 1 minus, this is 1 minus cos x by sin square x into cos square x into cos x. So divide and multiply. So what I'll do, 1 plus cos x, 1 plus cos x. So what happens here? 1 minus a minus b into a plus b becomes a square minus b square. So that is equals to 1 minus cos square x, that is 1 square is included 1 minus cos square x. So I left with what? Cos x sin square x into 1 plus cos x, right? Now what is 1 minus cos square x? Can I write this as sin square x? Yes sir, लिखिए, क्या करें, पिन तो अच्छा लिखता ही नहीं. So this becomes what? Sine square x divided by cos x into, I'll write like this because it is, I'll write first sine square x into cos x into 1 plus cos x. So this sine square x and this square cancels. Okay, I left with what? That is 1 by cos x into 1 plus cos x. What is cos x? What is the respect of cos x? Is nothing but secant x. If it goes to numerator, it becomes what? This is nothing but secant x by 1 plus cos x. What he wants? He wants secant x. This cos x goes to numerator. The reciprocal of cos is secant, so it goes to numerator, becomes secant x divided by 1 plus cos x. So secant x by 1 plus cos x. We have got it. Very nice problem. I liked it. So do you. I hope you would have liked it. So therefore, LHS equals to RHS. So dear students, we go for next problem. So dear students, we have a problem here. See, all these problems what I am doing in this tip series or important examination series, these questions are very important for the examination point of view. So try to focus your mind and understand well, and try to repeat it. Then only you will be able to understand, others will not. Because once you learn this, I don't think you will be under the illusion that yes, I have understood. No, mathematics is one thing, you have to periodically, you have to refer it, otherwise you can forget, you tend to forget it. So maths is one subject. To be sharp, you have to revise. That's all. That's the funda of mathematics. So we'll take up this problem. So what I'll do here is, see, we need to find tan x. How do you get tan x here? See, he has a clue here. What is the clue here? He has given a sin x in the numerator minus 2 sin cube x. In the denominator, he has given 2 cos cube x minus cos x. In the event, if I take the numerator sin common and cos common, sin by cos gives a tan. The remaining things you have to eradicate. So you have to remove it. So how to do it? This is a hint for you. See this, tan theta means how do you get? Sin you take it out, cos you take it out, sin by cos is tan. The remaining things we'll see how to remove it. So what I'll do? I'll take this. In the numerator, I'll take sin x common. That becomes what? 1 minus 2 sin square x. Once, see, if you multiply again, you'll get back that. So, divided by, I'll take first left hand side. Most of the problems will be, you have to tackle most of the problems on the left hand side. Very exceptional cases you get where you have to tackle the right hand side. So we'll select few problems which has to be done using right hand side little later. So now what I'll do, I'll take cos outside, cos x to cos square x minus 1 right? Now I have to cancel this, isn't it? How will you go? Because you have got sine by cos. The moment you find sine by cos is nothing but tan x. But how do you get rid of this? So here we have, that is trigonometric identity or Pythagorean identity, whatever you call. So that is sin square x plus cos square x equals to 1, or I'll take this cos square theta. Cos square x equals to what? 1 minus sin square x. So I'll catch hold of the denominator and try to solve this. So cos square 1 minus sin square x. I love this. So here this becomes sin x into 1 minus 2 sin square x divided by cos x. So I'll write this as 2. What is cos square? Just to ensure, cos is nothing but 1 minus sin square x and minus 1. And I'll use a floor bracket. For this also I'll use a floor bracket. Done. So what happens here? Next step. So numerator is sin x 1 minus 2 sin square x divided by cos x. I multiply this. So 2 ones are, this will be 2 minus 2 sin square x minus 1. Done. So 2 minus 1 is 1. I'll repeat the same sentence. Sin x into 1 minus 2 sin square x divided by cos x. Two minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 2 sin square x, correct? From this 2 I remove this 1, so I get 1 here minus 2 sin square. What happens here? 1 minus 2 sin square x by 1 minus 2 sin square x gets cancelled. We are left with what? Sin x by cos x, that is nothing but tan x. So it's a 2 equal sign should not be there. So tan x, what he wants? He wants on the right hand side tan x. So therefore right hand side equals to, or left hand side equals right hand side. I am writing the other way. Therefore LHS equals RHS. Left hand side equals right hand side. So a simple problem but very important, because you should remember the formulae, otherwise we cannot. So I hope you have understood this. I have taught you in a simple way. So let's go for the next problem. Dear students, इस बार आपके लिए एक नया प्रॉब्लम है। प्रूव दैट tan स्क्वायर बाई secant x minus 1 the whole square is equals to 1 plus cos x by 1 minus cos x। इसको आपको प्रूव करना है। हम लोग हर बार लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को ही लेके कर रहे थे, आज राइट हैंड साइड को लेके करेंगे। सो हम क्या करेंगे, राइट हैंड साइड को सॉल्व करेंगे फर्स्ट एंड प्रूव करेंगे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड। हमको क्या प्रूव करना है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल्स टू राइट हैंड साइड और राइट हैंड साइड इक्वल्स टू लेफ्ट हैंड साइड। दोनों में से एक अगर प्रूव कर दोगे तो खलास, काम खत्म। तो हम क्या करेंगे, मैं इसको लूंगा इस बार। सो व्हाट आई विल डू नाउ, right hand side, I'll take right hand side. For a change, I'll take right hand side. So that becomes, that is 1 plus cos x divided by 1 minus cos x। तो इसको क्या है, हमें क्या चाहिए, tan स्क्वायर चाहिए डिवाइडेड बाई सेकेंड। सो आपको ये सीकेंट और tan में लेके आना। तो tan लेने के लिए आपको क्या करना है, cos एंड sin का कॉम्बिनेशन चाहिए आपको। cos भी मिल जाए तो सीकेंट भी मिल जाएगा। तो हमें क्या करना है, इसको डिवाइड एंड मल्टीप्लाई बाई कॉन्जुगेट मेथड। सो कॉन्जुगेट मेथड क्या है, सो जो भी डिनोमिनेटर में उससे मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा। सो 1 माइनस cos x डिवाइडेड बाई 1 माइनस cos x मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो ये क्या हो गया, a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी। तो ये क्या हो गया, दिस इज 1 स्क्वायर माइनस cos स्क्वायर x डिवाइडेड बाई a माइनस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी। सो दैट इज नथिंग बट a माइनस बी द होल स्क्वायर। सो ये क्या बन गया, 1 माइनस cos x द होल स्क्वायर। तो मैं इससे क्या करने वाला हूं, मुझे क्या चाहिए, tan चाहिए, तो मैं इसको साइन में लेके आऊंगा। सो दिस बिकम्स व्हाट, 1 माइनस cos स्क्वायर इज नथिंग बट sin स्क्वायर x डिवाइडेड बाई, इसको मैं साइन में लेके आ जाऊंगा। तो किस करना है इसको, 1 बाई व्हाट इज cos, 1 बाई सीकेंट। सो divided by 1 minus secant x the whole square. Done. Cos का reciprocal is 1 by secant. So लिख लो cos x equals to 1 by secant x। तो cos को मैं 1 by secant लिया और स्क्वायर कर दिया। So this is equals to what, sin स्क्वायर x डिवाइडेड बाई, इसको आप एलसीएम लेना पड़ेगा। सो secant x माइनस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई, जगह काफी नहीं है, तो इस स्टेप को दैट इज इक्वल्स टू sin स्क्वायर x डिवाइडेड बाई, LCM लेंगे, LCM will be what, LCM will be secant x, 1 time 1 into this becomes secant x minus 1 the whole square, correct। हमें क्या चाहिए, आ गया ना, तो कितना आसान से। सो दिस इज नथिंग बट sin स्क्वायर x that is secant minus 1 the whole square divided by secant square x सो सेपरेट कर दिया मैंने इसको. सो डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ द डिनोमिनेटर गो टू द न्यूमरेटर, इसको मैं ऊपर भेज दूंगा. तो ये क्या बन गया? दैट इज साइन स्क्वायर इंटू secant square x divided by secant x minus 1 the whole square. The whole square. हाँ सर, ठीक वो कर रहे हैं आप. तो so now sin square as it is x. What is secant x? 1 by cos, that is 1 by cos square x divided by secant x minus 1 the whole square. This is nothing, see, sin square x by cos square x divided by secant x minus 1 the whole square. What is sin square by cos square? Nothing but tan square x. That is equals to tan square x divided by secant x minus 1 the whole square. होल स्क्वायर. क्या चाहिए उसको? tan स्क्वायर x डिवाइडेड बाई secant x माइनस 1 द होल स्क्वायर. सो हमने शुरुआत राइट हैंड से किया, तो समाप्त लेफ्ट हैंड से कर रहे हैं. तो क्या हो गया? therefore LHS equals to RHS, but in this case it is RHS equals to LHS. So यार इसको लिखो, दोबारा लिखो, therefore इस फॉर्म को दोबारा लिखो. लिखने में therefore tan square x divided by secant minus 1 the whole square equals to 1 plus cos x by 1 minus cos x लिख दो. वो भी ये तो भी लिखो, ये तो भी लिखो, या ये तो भी लिखो, सब भी एक ही आंसर देगा, मगर ये आपको करना है. डन. विल गो फॉर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. So dear students, we have a problem. Tan square theta plus 1 plus tan theta into secant theta equals 1 plus sin theta divided by cos square theta. आपको ये प्रूव करना है कि tan square theta plus 1 plus tan theta into secant theta equals to 1 plus sin theta by cos square theta. आप लोगों को प्रूव करना है. मैं आपका साथ दे रहा हूँ, तो देखिए ध्यान से इस प्रॉब्लम को. So we have what? 1 plus tan square theta equals to what? Secant square theta. So what is this? That is nothing but secant square theta. So this becomes what? Secant square theta plus tan theta into secant theta. So we are going to take LHS, left hand side. So इन दोनों में कॉमन क्या है? secant theta कॉमन है, तो secant theta बाहर लेके आ जाओ. That is secant theta बाहर लेके आ जाएंगे, तो क्या बन गया? तो इधर secant theta प्लस tan थीटा. हमें डिनोमिनेटर में cos स्क्वायर चाहिए, तो कैसे लेके आएंगे? इसको हम 1 by cos बना लेंगे, तो दिस बिकम्स 1 by cos थीटा. सो व्हाट इज secant थीटा? 1 by cos थीटा अगेन, 1 by cos theta plus what is tan theta? Sin by cos, sin theta by cos theta. तो ये क्या बन गया? सो इन दोनों को जोड़ दो. किस तरह? एलसीएम ले लो. तो दिस बिकम्स 1 by cos theta straight away. So LCM is cos theta. This is our LCM because they are common base. So we'll take LCM equals to this. So ये क्या बनेगा? एक बार जाएगा. So 1 plus sin theta. So cos, if you multiply cos into cos becomes cos square. So numerator you have 1 plus sin theta. आ गया ना? So this becomes 1 plus sin theta divided by cos square theta. So बहुत आसान सा प्रॉब्लम था. इतना है कि प्रॉब्लम को आपको पहचानना है. अगर प्रॉब्लम को पहचान लेंगे तो पहचानोगे तो बहुत आसानी से कर पाओगे, वरना मुश्किल में पड़ जाओगे. यहाँ ट्रिक यही है कि आपको सेकेंड स्क्वायर थीटा में बदलना है. अगर आप बदल दोगे तो प्रॉब्लम आसान हो जाएगा, वरना घूमते रह जाओगे, ढूंढते रह जाओगे. सर्फ एक्सेल में है ना, ढूंढते रह जाओगे उस तरह. सो विल गो फॉर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. So dear students, we have a problem here. Cos theta plus 1 divided by tan square theta is equals to cos theta divided by secant theta minus 1. So as usual we used to take always on the left hand side, but again this time also I'll take right hand side and prove the left hand side. So क्या करेंगे इस बार? RHS लेंगे. RHS में क्या है? That is cos theta divided by secant theta minus 1. So इसको हमें चाहिए क्या? Tan square theta. See how to track and how to get a hint from the problem. We have already given you tan. So all the problems are based upon or related to one or the other trigonometric identity. See in this case we have secant theta minus 1. So somewhere you have to get tan square theta. How do you get this? In the event if you make this secant square theta minus 1, that is nothing but tan square theta. To do that, what you'll do? The moment you get cos theta is as it is there, so you have to get this in terms of tan square denominator. क्या करेंगे इसको? आपको इसको conjugate method से secant theta plus 1 secant theta divided multiply से कर दो, प्रॉब्लम बन गया, फिट हो गया. So now divide and multiply by conjugate method. So what I'll do? This will be secant theta plus 1 divided by secant theta plus 1. I'll multiply this. So ये क्या बन गया? So this becomes cos theta into secant theta plus 1 divided by, this is a minus b into a plus b, that is secant square theta minus 1, that is a square minus b square. So I'll write like this. So it becomes what? Cos theta into secant theta plus 1 divided by secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. Tan square theta, since 1 plus tan square theta equals to secant square theta. Therefore, tan square theta will be what? Minus 1. So, secant square theta we have here. Instead of that, I have put tan square. आ गया tan square. Cos into secant is cos theta into secant theta plus cos theta divided by tan square theta इसको मिटा देंगे. So what I do next step? So cos theta, what is secant theta? Secant theta is 1 by cos, that is reciprocal, that is cos theta plus cos theta divided by tan square theta. So what happens? Cos and cos cancels here. So left with what? 1 plus cos theta divided by tan square theta. So what he wants? He wants cos theta plus 1. So we can rewrite it if you want, or we can leave as it is. So this is nothing but you want in terms of cos theta plus 1 divided by tan square theta. So a plus b is nothing but b plus a. A plus b equals b plus a. That's what I have just rearranged it. So therefore what he wants? We started with cos theta divided by secant theta multiplied with conjugate, and we worked all this. Finally we have to prove that right hand side is equals to left hand side. We got it. Left hand side is what? Right. Cos theta plus 1 divided by tan square theta. We have got it. Therefore RHS equals LHS. So hence proved. Very simple problem आपको करना है. So we'll go for next problem. अगला problem जाएंगे. So dear students, we have an important problem here. Everything is important in this particular video. That is video number 41, because I have selected most of the examination problems for you. So if you are well versed with this, you can tackle any problem in the examination. So here you are asked to prove tan x plus secant x minus 1 divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1 equals to 1 plus sin x by cos x. Very simple problem but very tricky. We have to adopt one particular trick. If you do that, your problem is over. The trick is what? 1. What is 1? Secant square x minus tan square x. Over. The problem is over. It's a simple problem. So in order to mislead you, he has given such a big problem, but you can reduce it. Very simple problem. Now let's start this. So here, so I'll catch hold of this time left hand side LHS. LHS, what we have? Tan x plus secant x minus 1. For minus 1 I'll write secant square x minus tan square x, because that is since 1 plus tan square x equals to what? Tan square x is equals to what? Secant square x, and 1 equals to secant square x minus tan square x. I use this. Instead of 1, I have substituted a value with secant square x minus tan square x. So divided by what? Tan x minus secant x plus 1. Let me use a bracket this. So now watch very carefully here. What is this? This is nothing but a square minus b square, and a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Yes, substitute that. बहुत आसान है. This is tan x plus secant x minus, this is again I'll write tan x, okay, secant x, because secant x plus tan x into secant x minus tan x divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1. So what I'll do, I'll take tan x plus secant x. Here also we have secant x plus tan x, nothing but tan x plus secant x itself. I'll take tan x plus secant x as common. So I'll rub this. So this is nothing but what? I take tan x plus secant x common. I'll write a square bracket. Whenever I take a common, they can have a square bracket. So this will be 1 minus secant x minus tan x, secant x minus tan x within brackets divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1. I rub this too. So I'll simplify this. That is equals to tan x plus secant x into 1 minus minus into minus plus tan x divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1. So let me use a bracket here. So what we have here, tan x plus tan x plus tan x minus secant x plus 1 you got. So what happens here? Okay, we'll rearrange, because some students might be there, they will be wondering why did you cancel. So I'll try to rearrange it. By rearranging, what happens here? I get this tan x plus secant x into, so I want this tan x first, I write tan x first, because see tan x is plus, so I can easily write it as a plus itself, tan x. Next what you have to write? Tan x minus secant x. See, you got minus secant x, minus secant x plus 1 divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1. Done. So tan x minus secant x plus 1, tan x minus secant x plus 1, both these gets cancelled. So we are left with what? We are left with tan x plus secant x. What he wants? 1 plus sin x by cos x. We got it. So what is tan x? Sin x by cos x. What is secant x? 1 by cos x. Because of reciprocal, this is 1 by cos x. So take LCM. LCM is cos x. So this becomes sin x plus 1 by cos x. What he wants? 1 plus sin x by cos x. So a plus b. So rearrange it, you get it. So therefore, by rearranging, he wants 1 plus sin x. So I call this as equation 1. By rearranging equation 1, we get what? 1 plus sin x divided by cos x, which is nothing but your right hand side. So therefore we have got what? So you can either write like this, therefore tan x plus secant x minus 1 by divided by tan x minus secant x plus 1 is equals to 1 plus sin x by cos x, or LH equals RH. Even if you write this, it's okay. But if I were to be you, I would have written this. Therefore, well, this looks nice. स्टाइल से लिखता तो आप ही से लिखो. इस ये तो एक ही लाइन उड़ जाएगा. अगर ये लिखो ना, मेहनत करो, ये लिखो और एग्जामिनर को कंसेंट पाओ. व्हाट अ नाइस बॉय, ही इज राइटिंग ऑल दिस. तो विल गो फॉर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. So dear students, we have been asked to prove that sin x by 1 plus cos x plus 1 plus cos x by sin x equals 2 by sin x. Very simple problem. Because it's tricky, that's why I have taken this problem for you. Otherwise I wouldn't have taken, because in the exam, what if you get this problem, you might be wondering how to go about it. So very simple problem. But so when I'm going to conclude the video, that part of time, during that time I would like to finish off with some simple problems but tricky ones. So try to solve. Let us try to solve this. So here what he wants? He wants 2 by sin x. So on sin x we already have it. I'll show how to go about it. So what I'll do? I'll take sin x into 1 plus cos x as LCM. What I'll do? Sin x into 1 plus cos x LCM. So 1 plus cos x, 1 plus cos x goes, left is sin x. Sin x into sin x becomes sin square x plus sin x goes here. We are left with 1 plus cos x into 1 plus cos x becomes 1 plus cos x the whole square divided by this. So now आपको नेक्स्ट क्या करना है, a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर को एक्सपेंड करना है. सो a प्लस बी दैट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर इज a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab that becomes sin square plus 1 square. A is 1, so 1 plus 2 cos x, sorry not theta, cos x plus cos square x divided by sin x into 1 plus cos x. Done. What he wants? He wants 2 by sin x. Here we have sin square x. So sin square x we have 1 here. So if I take sin square x plus cos square x, it becomes 1. 1 plus 1 becomes 2, right? So what we'll do? I'll group it by rearranging it. That is sin square x plus cos square x plus 1 plus 2 cos x divided by sin x into 1 plus cos x. So what is sin square x plus cos square x is nothing but 1. So I rub this. So sin square x plus cos square is 1 plus again we have 1 here, 1 plus 2 cos x plus 2 cos x divided by sin x into 1 plus cos x. So 1 plus 1 is 2, that is 2 plus 2 cos x divided by sin x into 1 plus cos x. So 2 is common here, I'll take 2 outside. That becomes 1 plus cos x divided by sin x into 1 plus cos x. So what happens here? 1 plus cos x, 1 plus cos x cancels. We are left with what? 2 by sin x. 2 by sin x. What he wants? 2 by sin x. मिल गया ना? आ गया ना? So आसान सा प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम देकर आपको डरना नहीं. डरोगे तो कुछ नहीं पाएगा, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा आपको. तो यही इसका प्रॉब्लम है. We'll finish off one more problem and end this video, because I have done a lot of problems in part 1, part 2, part 3, and let us be this concluding part. So I'll do one more problem, I'll wind it up, or if possible 1 or 2 problems. I'll finish it off. So dear students, we have one problem. Prove that 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta into 1 plus tan theta into plus secant theta equals to 2 into sin square theta plus cos square theta. Okay. So it's a tricky problem on the right hand side, but I'll show you how to do it. But the moment I show you, you'll be laughing. Why? Itna aasan tha. Okay. So what I'll do here, I try to take LCM and try to bring it in terms of because sine and cos. So what I'll do, because everything is in terms of sine and cos and its reciprocals. So what we'll do? We'll do like this. This is 1 plus, what is cos theta? Cos theta is what is cot theta? Cot theta is 1 plus cos theta by sin theta. And what is cosecant theta? 1 by reciprocal of cosecant is 1 by sine. And this is 1 plus what is tan? That is sin theta by cos theta. And what is secant theta? 1 by cos plus 1 by cos theta. Now what I have to do? We'll take LCM and solve this. So what happens to this? So I'll take 1 below this, I'll take 1 below this. So sin theta is LCM. So 1 times this becomes sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 into, if you take LCM, so here cos theta is LCM. So this will 1 into cos, this will cos theta plus sin theta plus 1. Right. Now if you observe keenly, I can see here also we have sin theta plus cos theta, we have cos theta plus sin theta. Right. So what I'll do, so I'll rearrange this. This is, can I treat this as A and this as B? So this will be A plus B into A minus B. So I'll treat this as sin theta plus cos theta. Here also we have sin theta plus cos theta both. So I'll do like this. This becomes sin theta. Sin theta plus cos theta the whole square minus 1 the whole square divided by sin theta into cos theta. So this is A plus B the whole square. So what happens? This is sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2AB plus 2 into sin theta into cos theta divided by sin theta into cos theta. Right. I'll rub this. I'll rub this also. So ये क्या हो गया? Sin square theta plus cos square theta है 1 into here minus 1 because we have minus 1 here. So what happens here? This equals to Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1 plus 2 sin theta into cos theta minus 1 divided by sin theta into cos theta. So here we have plus 1 and minus 1, plus 1 and minus 1 cancels. We are left with what? 2 sin theta into cos theta divided by sin theta into cos theta. We have sin theta into cos theta, sin theta cos theta, it cancels. We are left with what? This is nothing but 2. But what he wants? He wants 2 into sin square theta plus cos square theta. So this is 2 into 1. So that is equals to 2 into 1. We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So this 1 I substitute here. This 1 as sin square theta plus cos square theta, since sin square theta plus equals to 1. So we got this 1. I substituted 1 here as 2 into sin square theta plus cos square theta. See, examiner, I wrote this deliberately because in the event, if you get this 2 into sin square plus cos square, you might be wondering how to get this. So for that reason, I have deliberately added, though the textbooks reads only 2. In the textbooks, you have to prove this equals to 2. But what I did, I included this also only to make you sharp. Sometimes if this is given, what will do? If I were to set a paper, I would have done this. Deliberately I have done this to test your ability. So 1 is nothing but sin square theta plus cos square, just substitute a value. Therefore, LH equals to RHS. So dear students, we have done quite a number of problems starting from part 1, part 2, part 3, and here also I have done a lot of problems. But these problems, what I have done in the last episode, is very, very important for the examination point of view. Not that that is not important, even in part 1, part 2, part 3 is equally important, but I have given separate privilege for this. These are exclusive problems for examination point of view. Get prepared, because you may get trigonometry is very, very simple. There is nothing to remember. Only thing you need practice and how to recall relationships. That is trigonometry identities. You have to recall it and try to use it as and when it is required. Otherwise, you're gone. That's why I told you maths, especially trigonometry makes you very intelligent, sharp, and very smart. That's why, and you will agree to it. So, dear students, let's end here with trigonometry. And if I want, I could have done a lot of problems, still more problems from referring from textbooks. I would have selected some question papers or something, but that becomes very tedious, and the process and the video will be very strong. Perhaps you may lose interest. That's the reason I'm planning to stop at here. In the event, if you feel that you need some more problems, please make a comment in my video, in my channel. Definitely I'll do a lot of problems. I'll select more problems for you, but I feel they're sufficient to counter. So let's put an end for trigonometry. This identities, we'll think about some other extensions in this. So I wish you all the good for this. Best of luck for trigonometry exams. And I have given the title of my thumbnail as Score Big in Trigonometry's Problem, and it is very appropriate because these problems are very important. If you are good in this, definitely you can score big, dear students. So let me end here. We meet again soon, very shortly. If you want more problems, put a comment. I'll do more problems for you. So all the best. Take care. God bless you. Good night and sweet dreams. Bye. again soon, very shortly. If you want more problems, put a comment. I'll do more problems for you. So, all the best. Take care. God bless you. Good night and sweet dreams. Bye.